Good evening, everyone. My name is Priyancy, and I'm a counseling psychologist from Enlighten the Soul. We are doing a series on mental health vocabulary from A to Z. Today is the last third episode where we are discussing letter X. We are waiting for our guest to join in. Her name is Mrs. Shalu Bairathi. She's also a counseling psychologist from Mind Your Mind. We're having her from last few days. And yes, we're waiting for her to join in so that we can start. And all those who have been joining daily, thank you so much for joining in. It's really appreciable for you all to join in. Okay, we have Mrs. Shalu Bairathi. She will be here. Hi, Dee. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, that's good. Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are back again.
Yes, the last third episode.
Yes.
Yes. So I'll quickly share with everyone why we are doing this series. We just thought of educating ourselves and also others and discussing about the words that we so loosely use. We don't really know about each other, know about those words. We don't know the real meaning of those words, and we were using those words so loosely. So we thought of educating ourselves also and others as well. Yes. And we
Yes,
had
very true.
Yes, and we had taken these words from the Oxford Dictionary of Psychology by Andrew Colman. Yes, so let's start.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, did you say something?
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, let our viewers today know that what are we going to talk about today,
Okay,
so that they have this frame in mind that what are we going to talk about.
right. So today we are going to talk about the X and Y chromosomes and the related syndromes. That what syndromes can individuals have, right? So you want me to name the syndromes as well, or we'll take them
No,
later?
it's okay. I'll
Yeah.
take them. It's
Yeah,
okay.
okay. So I'll explain first what are the chromosomes, the X and Y. So the dictionary says the X chromosome is a type of sex chromosome present in pairs in all of the diploid cells of females and present singly paired with a Y chromosome in all diploid cells of males. Yes. Then we have the Y chromosome. Y chromosome is also a sex chromosome occurring in all the diploid cells of males paired with an X chromosome. So so we have a pair. Either it will be an XX chromosome or an XY chromosome. So the females inherit an X chromosome from the father. So it becomes an XX genotype. And if the child inherits the Y chromosome, then it becomes an XY genotype and a male child is born. So this is what an X chromosome and a Y chromosome is. Yes? Over to you.
Yes. Yeah. So for further information, I will just let you know that we have 22 plus one pair of chromosome everyone. So 22 pairs are common in male and female. It is the 23rd chromosome that makes us different. Is it a male or a female? Okay. So this 23rd chromosome is the situation where if the X and Y are normal, if it is XX means a girl, if it's XY it's a boy. These are normal situation. But today we'll talk about some syndromes where these X and Y may have extra added chromosome. Means if it is more than 46 chromosome, because we have 22 plus 1 pair, so it is 46 chromosome in all. But sometimes a person might have 47 chromosome. So 47th chromosome might be an addition of an X or addition of a Y. That depends. That makes a person in segregated into different syndromes. So today we'll just discuss 4 of them. So I quickly let you know what are these and what kind of which chromosome is added extra on this, which is the 47th chromosome. So that makes it a different disease, different syndrome. Yeah. So first we'll discuss is these are 47 chromosome, and here there is an attachment of extra Y. Okay. So this is called double XY chromosome. This is also called as Klinefelter's syndrome. Okay. So I'll just let you know what are the typical qualities of these person who has this syndrome. Okay. So this is 1 in 600 males. So it is so common that in every 600 male there is one Klinefelter syndrome male. Okay. And 75% of individuals, they remain undiagnosed throughout their lifetime. They are always sterile, means they can never have babies. And if the families encourage them, they are aware of their developmental, medical and psychosocial issues, and they are aware of it. But they keep it hidden. They don't come out because outside in the front, they are normal. They look normal to themselves and they pose normal. So they go undiagnosed. Okay. So now I talk about Jacob's syndrome. Here there is an extra pair of Y. So it is 47 chromosome. Again there is an extra pair of Y, means there is one X and two Y. Okay. So this is 1 in 1000. So little bit rarer than Klinefelter's. So 1 in 1000, and the child, when the child is not yet born, is still in the fetus, the blood sample can let you know if the child has Jacob's syndrome. The child can be aborted, can be taken care of, so that the child is not born with this kind of problems. Because these children, if sometimes they can show some problems psychosocially also, physically also, but sometimes they go undiagnosed.
Okay.
Depending on the situation, yes. But they show more of behavioral issues. Okay. Then there is third one that we have taken today is trisomy. Here the 47 chromosomes are 46 are XX, and there is an extra X in this. So there are 3 X in this. That's called trisomy. And this is a girl. But this girl will always be never fertile, always sterile. Means she cannot have babies in her life. It is mostly these children, they don't survive. Either they get aborted or miscarriage will happen automatically. But if in any case they survive, they go 30% go undiagnosed in their life. But they have extra the significant developmental, medical and psychosocial issues in their life, if ever they survive. Okay. The fourth one is the Turner's syndrome. Here what happens, there is not an addition of a chromosome, but there is a subtraction of chromosome. So I said 46 pair of chromosome, here there is 45 and a half, means there is just one X chromosome. There should be either X or Y chromosome extra in this to make it a male or female, but no, this one chromosome is missing from this. So this is called Turner's syndrome, and this is also a female. But this is also a sterile female. If ever she survives, she will always be sterile. She cannot have babies.
Okay. Okay. So, according to you, what are the behavioral challenges or the social challenges these individuals will face? And like, if they are facing any challenges, behavioral and social, then what are the strategies which they can take up so that they can cope up with all of these things?
Yeah, because if ever they survive, definitely this extra chromosome is giving them really good hard time to cope up with normal people. So there are definitely behavioral and social issues in their life when these are not, a person cannot know until they are around adolescent age. Before that, they are like mama's child, or mama is keeping them protected or taking care of. But now when it is adolescent time, the child is ready to go out in the world and see. And that time, all the issues, they just come up. Parents are not understanding what is happening to the child. So what can happen? They withdraw. They don't want to go for new experiences in life. They may shy away with their peers and cannot fit in the social network. They have difficulty making friends, interacting with other students. Because of they're not able to speak properly, their language is a problem. So they would always keep them away from their friends, not making friends, and they are less confident. And because of that, they have low self-esteem, and there's always an impulsive behavior because they're not able to take that situation. So there is always irritation or behavior tantrums all the time, and they experience greater anxiety than their peers. The peers will have anxiety of their classes or exams, but these children will have higher anxiety, and they may suffer from lower self-esteem if they are bullied by the student, because they are always bullied. Children don't know what's wrong with these children,
Yeah. Yeah.
so they'll always bully them, and that's why they will have low self-esteem also. But there are some effective strategies. If taken care of, these children also can be brought up properly with higher self-esteem and morals. So, like children, if they are involved in social skills, because they are very good in social skills, they can be taught as friendship, inclusiveness, when taught
Inclusive.
that, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so that teacher can provide a positive language that, okay, this is a child, he has this problem, but it's okay to accept. So the class will include that child. They will not, they will stop, this will stop them bullying also. And if the child is throwing a lot of tantrum, like in ADHD also, if the child is throwing a lot of tantrum, there is always a timeout zone. Ask the child to go to the timeout zone and chill. And if that person is fine now, can come back. So these are some strategies, yeah, that can be taken care with these children.
Okay. So, like, I guess a lot of counseling will also be required, right? Just not for
Yeah.
children who are having this syndrome, but others as well who actually don't know that what these children are going through and how they can make them feel inclusive. Yes?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll share you a story about this counseling thing happened, that this boy was not knowing that he has some problems. He was like, he felt that why am I different from other boys? He was tall, skinny, and felt awkward most of the time. And he had always had relationship problems in the class. So he was thinking, I don't know why I have this problem. That was in his mind all the time. His self-esteem was low. He had less of energy. He felt like he is years behind everyone's age. Everyone is moving on and I cannot pace to them in their age. And then he was counseling for anxiety and depression. He thought, I might be having this, that's why I'm not able to do this. But finally, he got his sex chromosome analyzed. And he found out that there was an extra chromosome in his body. When this child was told, this now adolescent was told about that you have an extra chromosome, and this extra chromosome is giving you this kind of situation.
Okay.
So this child, when he came to know that I have this situation and that's why I'm different, the child accepted it himself and was fine. So whenever anybody asked him, oh, you are this and that, so he said, never mind, I have an extra chromosome, I'll behave this way only, so I'm okay. So that
Yeah.
is an acceptance. That was the miracle of this counseling, or this genetic, that person could know what was the actual problem.
I feel all the
That
magic lies in
helped.
self-acceptance. All the magic lies in
Yeah,
self-acceptance.
yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah,
accept
yeah, yeah.
yourself, you don't feel like what the world is saying to you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So if the parents are made aware of and genetic information is given, sometimes the parents they just hit around that we don't know what's wrong with our child. If they see any little difference in their child who is deviating from the normalcy in the behavior, in the structure, in other things, just not closing the eyes but opening their eyes and getting tests done. Because doctors, even doctors would not recommend this kind of genetic coding and all to
Yeah.
understand if any problem with the chromosome. But there are, can you imagine 70% of the people, they just go undiagnosed. Can you
Undiagnosed.
imagine the number?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big. And always compassionate and knowledgeable counseling will always help these children.
Right. Thank you so much, Dee, for such an insightful session. Like, it was so many things were so new to know. I hope for the viewers, all those who are viewing, it was new for you as well, and you could learn something more out of it. So let's
Yeah.
wrap up for
So,
today. Yeah, you
no,
want to add
no. So
something?
I want to add something.
Yeah.
Because as we have talked about that these are the problems, but these children, they have strengths also. They are
Okay.
not like normal children. They are better off in some situation than the normal children because they have an added chromosome. So definitely there will be an extra thing that
Added
they offer
skill.
in life. So these are like they might not have any intellectual disability first of all. That's important because if we see a person is not in a proper form, we think, oh, he might be disabled intellectually. No, it is not that case. Yeah, and they might be very strong in reception. They might not be good at expression. But when they see or hear anything, it is tough for them to forget. Then they are more reserved and quiet. So when they are in the class, they are the most quietest and shant people in the class. So the class is organized and they have a curiosity and interest in every examining everything in very detail. So that is also a plus point from them, and they are always helpful to others.
Right.
So these are all inbuilt quality in these children. So if these children are catered properly, are groomed properly, they can behave normal and very well, better off than other children also, and they can cope up with their life.
So basically, if they're assisted in the right way, then come out with
Yeah.
flying colors.
Yes. It is like acceptance of the parents, acceptance of the education system, acceptance of the society, that they also give them place to live.
Got it. Yes. Thank you, Dee. Thank you so much. So today we had discussed words from letter X, where we had discussed about X and Y chromosome. Then we had discussed about the related syndromes, XXY, which is the Klinefelter syndrome, XYY, the Jacob syndrome, XXX, the trisomy syndrome, and X, the Turner syndrome. So everyone will be back tomorrow with letter Y, which is going to be the second last episode. And everyone always join. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, Shaludi, for these insightful sessions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Stay blessed and see you all tomorrow. Thank you, Priyancy.
You're welcome. Bye.
Ciao.
Good day.
Bye.